bound for the gallows, a dead man walking, so love came calling. Rise up, rise up, rise up, rise up, 6 feet under. I thought it was over.
That's a pretty good introduction. Thank you, Lauren Jegel. You are amazing. Thank you for introducing me. Hi guys, it's been a long time since we've seen each other. Lucky for you, you get to see me today. Ta-da! So much has happened since the last time we saw you. We started this whole new deal called distant learning, and you guys have been amazing, and you should feel proud of yourself for doing that. So pat yourself on the back. Good job. You did it. You did it last week. It's Monday. From here on, it's all going to get much better. Thankfully, we carry really good news, and we are coming to share good news with you today. I hope that you have been felt that this is a chore or something that you've had to set in front of, but rather that you've been able to encounter the love of Christ through this little portable thing called the screen, which we're so grateful to God for. Distant learning's been hard, I'm sure, for many of you. I'm sure there's been better days than others, and I'm sure there's been hard days as well. But you should feel proud of yourself for getting this far. You should feel proud of you for knowing that you did it and that you can do hard things. And this should prove to you that you are capable of doing hard things, that you are capable of adapting to the changes, even though they hurt and they are like stripping us from things that like don't feel good, but yet they are so good for us, right? So thank you for being an awesome Mustang. We're beyond proud of you, and good job. Thumbs up. I know a lot of you guys actually went to the Google Classroom thing and like pressed unlike and gave it 0 stars because FYI, I saw the TikTok. I think that was a bad idea, but hey. I hope today has been good, and that as we wrap up this day today, you walk away knowing you are capable of doing the ordinary in extraordinary ways. That you are capable of doing small things with great love. There is this little saint. We call her Little Saint, but that woman was amazing. And we call her the little flower girl, Saint Teresa of Lisieux. And I encourage you to look her up. I'll put her down in my description below. Just kidding, I don't have a description. But she was an awesome woman, you know. What was neat about her teaching, well, what's a lot of it, what she's known for is obviously because when you ask for her intercession, you actually receive a flower in some sort of form. You know, if she's heard your prayer and if God is going to answer your prayer, she said she would use all of her time in heaven to bring flowers to people here on earth. And I personally have a couple of experiences where I have been able to ask this little flower girl to give me a flower of any form in any way, as I did a novena for different things. So there you go, something that you can now do. But that was Saint Teresa. You know, she was able to do the small things with great love because she was homebound, you know, like us. Homebound. Not being able to leave the convent because of her fragile health. She was left with being at the convent all the time. And this was hard, as you can imagine. But she chose her time that instead of thinking of all those things that she couldn't do, because she wanted to be a missionary sister, right? She wanted to travel all over the world and do all these things. But but her health was not, it's not very strong. So she stayed in the convent, and she would do lots of little things with great love, like preparing meals for others that were out, like taking care of the chores, taking care of the cleaning, taking care of the small things that nobody tends to notice, but the God sees them. Anyways, this talk actually kind of came together because we asked Miss Calvillo to ask some of you if you would be willing to feel comfortable sharing with us what are some of the things that you are worried about, and also some of the things that you are excited about. And thank you to all of you who answered and who replied back to Mrs. Calvillo to say what were some of the things that you are looking forward to with hope, and you're excited about, like graduating and high school and seeing your friends again. I'm excited for that. I miss my friends too. Yeah, I have friends, good ones too. I know what you mean. So much has been asked of you in this last 2 months, but yet you did it. Here you are. You're doing it, and this is your last talk. And so, if you bear with me, if you sit with me in the next few minutes, I'll share with you ways on how to live this opportunity. Okay, from now on, I start changing that mindset about we are shelter in place. We're gonna call it, we have an opportunity in place. There's an opportunity to love. There is an opportunity to do more. There's an opportunity to offer our small to our God who is big, because he is big and he wants to do big things with us. He doesn't want us to always to feel afraid. He doesn't want us to feel anxious. Did you hear that? I hope you did. But he doesn't. He wants us to be filled with joy, and he wants us to be filled with hope, and he wants us to look forward. And so he gives us opportunities to be able to grow in the type of normal that he created us for. Okay? There's this little theme, recurrent theme around everywhere. When are we going to get back to normal? When are we going to get back to normal? When are we going to get back to normal? When are we going to get back to normal? And the truth is, we don't know. Well, that was a bummer, Mrs. Espinoza. How dare you? Why are you guys so excited for this? Because we need to stop waiting. We are not people that are always going to be waiting and waiting and waiting. We live in the present moment. We live right now, and we don't think about when things will return to normal, because God is asking us to be fully present and fully alive right now. And he's calling you, and he's calling me and everybody around to rise up, to not be afraid, to not be anxious, but to be fully alive, to the people that are around us, to be fully alive, and stop looking at our limitations, but start looking at the opportunities that he's presenting to us. God, who is so good, doesn't just want us to be a dead man walking 6 feet under, 6 feet apart, but not 6 feet under. We are not too sad. We're not too far gone yet. Even though it feels like we are digging into a cave and we keep going deeper and deeper into a cave, we're not dead. We are alive, and God wants us alive more than ever. And so as we are dealing with the different stresses in our lives, as we are dealing with the different changes, and as we're coping with the changes, and I get it, it's hard. He's asking us to do this with joy. Because believe it or not, we still have amazing news. And we still have the amazing news that that we can do a lot. One of the things that for me especially is I just had a baby. You can see a little bit of it. Oh, there he is. He's moving. I had a baby a month ago, and I know that it's hard to go from one thing to another, but God calls us to adapt. Adapt to the changes that are happening, rather than trying to dwell on what we can't change. We are going to focus on what we can, and we are going to use this opportunity to make this wonderful for us and for the people around us. Nothing is too small for God. Nothing that you do is too small for God. God sees it. We're human and we have limitations, and we get mad, and we sometimes yell, or we have tantrums. We have tantrums, and we forget to see all the things that God is doing for us. But if you're an 8th grader now, you're about to go into high school, and as you've been hearing my friends talk about God's love for you, I just want to leave you with the message of being home is normal. So a lot of people just keep waiting for normal, but being home is normal. Being with your family is normal. Checking out and missing your friends is normal. Like, those things are not, and we're not asking you to not feel that, because that just reminds us how much we are built for community and how much we long to be around those that we truly, truly love. I know that you're probably only 13, 14, 15, but God wants to use you. God wants to use you if you allow Him. Right now, where you are, even with the limitations and with the unknowing, all He's asking you is to take one step forward, which you have, and you should be proud of you, because you just did that by being here today. So move forward with hope, my dear brothers and sisters. Move forward with hope towards high school, towards all those exciting things. But don't just sit around and wait. Rise up.
And answer the prayer, the voice of a Savior. Rise up, rise up, rise up, rise up.
Have a wonderful day.